Hey you guys, welcome back to the Hall of Anime. My name is Dawson, and today we are finally back with another fucking episode. Or not even episode, I can't even talk. Fucking chapter review of Tokyo Ghoul Re. Yes, bitches, it's finally back. Oh my god. I have been missing out on some good ass chapters. Last week's chapter, insanely good. The week before, really damn good. This week's fucking great. Fucking great. I can't even, like... The chapters lately have just been amazing. Outstanding. Fuck. Suishida is something special. His manga is beautiful. Anyway, you guys, one reason that you could say I haven't been making these reviews is because of my laziness, and I'm not going to disagree with that, probably. Okay, anyway, here, let me leave this group quick. Yeah, they're just going to keep doing that. Leave conversation. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that. Had to leave the Skype conversation. Anyway, fuck. If you guys are curious, like I said, I'm lazy a little bit about it. I was moping a lot about doing it, and I just never did it. But fuck, I really should have. Another thing that I've been doing over the past couple weeks is school started, and with school, I started reading more manga again, and I have always wanted to reread Tokyo Ghoul. I mean, I read it, I didn't even read it. I skimmed the whole fucking manga. Like, when I watched the first couple episodes of the anime, skimmed the whole manga. I didn't really get much of it at the time. This was like last year or 2 years ago. Or last year. Anyway, I just skimmed the manga. Really fast, skimmed right across the top. Didn't even make sure that I knew everything, you know, and I thought, I'm good. And then, you know, when I just started reading the manga again recently, I finished it. I just finished it tonight, and fuck, that got me wanting to read some or talk about some Tokyo Ghoul. Anyway, that'll be in a separate video. I will be doing a complete manga review of Tokyo Ghoul actually coming up, and share with you my thoughts on the manga and probably how I think about the anime now. Anyway, fuck, let's get into this chapter. Let's pull it up and let's go over what happened. If this ends up in multiple parts, then I can't really help it. Okay. So basically, what we have happening at the end of last chapter was Shu's father basically gave him a paralysis of some sorts, knocked him out, you know, and yeah, he basically was like, he's gonna want to stay and help, or stay here and get captured with the rest of us, so, but he's the only heir to the family. We need to get him away from here. So basically, Shu's father, you know, make somebody drive him away and get him to safety, and this is exactly right before the extermination of the Roswald happens, basically. Oh my god. It just goes to show you that not all ghouls are bad. I mean, seriously, the Tsukiyama family isn't bad, it doesn't look like. They are literally letting the investigators capture them and take them away. They are letting the investigators take them. They don't care. They don't care at all. There's a part where I'm trying to get this to load. I think this might be the page where he says it, but it's not loading. But anyway, in this chapter, there was a part where Tsukiyama's father, or Shu's father, says, please don't, we're gonna give up. We're gonna give up completely. We don't want to be hurt. I have been living as a human for this entire time. I just want to continue being human. Here we go. It should be, I surrender. I surrender. Resisting would be no good. I've been living as a human being this whole time. Please let me do that until the very end. And he lets them take him. Oh my god. And then the word's getting around the CCG that that the group just basically gave up. They didn't do it. Well, and then in the back we have Ui show up, and basically, I believe that's her name. That's what it says above her name. I can't remember. I'm going to be rereading Tokyo Ghoul, by the way, and catching back up within the next week, before next week's chapter. So that I can catch up on names again, go over everything in another, sweep. Anyway, we have Special Class Ui, I think is her name, and she shows up. And she basically goes in the backyard of the Tsukiyama residence and says, hey, there's some tire marks here on the ground. Probably people escaping, we better go fuck them. Anyway, they basically chase after them. They make the assumption that it's probably his kids, and they continue to try and chase after them. And then it skips to another manga panel where Shu is in the back of a truck that's moving on the highway, and Shu wakes up and he's like, oh my gosh, where is my father? Where am I? What's going on? And the lady driving him is like, your dad, he stayed back and got captured for you to escape. You are the pride of the Tsukiyama family. You need to move on, Shu. And then, oh my god, this part here got me right in the heart. Shu is thinking about his father staying behind and holding back the CCG for him to escape. Does that sound like anyone else that we knew? Yoshimura? Yes, it does. The man from the end of Tokyo Ghoul Part 1 who stayed behind for the sake of his friends and family. Yoshimura, none of us will ever forget you, and I'm happy that they pulled him out and showed him off a little bit, since we have not seen him since Tokyo Ghoul. Oh god, so basically they continue on, and they're continuing to drive, and in the end what ends up happening is they make it to a building in the 7th ward, I believe it is, and basically there's all these business colleagues of Shu's father there, who are also Ghoul, part of the Tsukiyama group, and they basically owe it to Shu's father, their lives, for him protecting them throughout all these years. So they have prepared a helicopter for him to be able to escape fast. And damn, but sadly, as the helicopter's getting prepped, the CCG shows up. And then we have Uri, who basically, with this menacing as fuck look, says, begin the annihilation. And then we go into a scene where the fight begins. Oh, damn. It goes a little bit in depth on how they were able to figure out which facility they were at, which Tsukiyama facility. It's a little interesting, but then we have what starts. We have the Kinkith children. I can't pronounce it. Anyway, we have basically Sasaki's squad moving in to this, and we have Sasaki whisper something that, or say something to whatchamacallit, I'm trying to think. Anyway, we have him say something to Short Hair, I'll call him, and basically it's, you can think about it. When we return to the Shatu. Yeah. Basically, my thought is that it's more of a thought. I'm not actually completely sure on what this is about. Anyway, I think it might have something to do with the training that Sasaki said that he would give to him. Anyway, I thought that was really interesting. Anyway, and then we have It Begins, and basically I have a feeling that the next time that Tsukiyama sees Sasaki, I think they're going to meet up in here. And the next time that Shu sees Sasaki or Kaneki, he's going to finally talk about it. That's my guess. Or, in the worst case scenario, and I hope this doesn't happen because Shu has been getting the character development that he deserves, and he is slowly working up to be one of my liked characters, actually. I know that in part 1 he was really odd, weird, different, and he shined through a little bit in the end of part 1 when he was basically like, Kaneki, you can't go. I need to eat you. I'm going to eat you. I'm going to be the one to eat you. You can't let anyone else kill you. And it just kind of showed that he had an attachment to Kaneki. And ever since then, he's been building as a character. After he came back from his sickness, just by knowing that this person was alive, going through depression about this person, coming back from depression because of this person, it's just showing his character development. And I honestly think it might get to the point where Tsukiyama's about to share with him what's going to happen, or it's either going to be Sasaki's going to kill him, and all of a sudden he's going to get a flashback or something like that of who he actually is, or Tsukiyama and Sasaki are finally going to try to talk, and somebody else is going to swoop in for the kill. Or there's a third option, actually, now that I look at this panel. I think there might be a third option. At the bottom of the last panel, we have a picture of Edo and Nuro. Yeah. So basically, it's like every other big thing in Tokyo Ghoul. Any other raids put on by the CCG, Aogiri's involved. So basically, oh goddamn, this raid is going to be important. There's a possibility that Aogiri might capture Sasaki again. There's that possibility. They did it once when it was Kaneki. They could do it when it's Sasaki, even though he's more powerful. They could still do it. More shit. More mind games. Oh, God. I can't begin with how good Tokyo Ghoul has been as of lately. But holy fucking shit. It feels like, right now it's feeling almost to the point of how I was feeling when the end of Tokyo Ghoul was, like, the end of part 1. And I know that there's been no announcement for the end of part 2, and I don't know if or when they will. I mean, they will end it eventually. Sui Ishida knows exactly how he wants this done. He knows when the time is right to cut a series. But, oh my god. I just can't imagine when the time comes that I'm gonna stop reading Tokyo Ghoul Weekly. I've been reading Tokyo Ghoul Weekly since it started, almost. Damn. I just can't imagine without having my weekly dose of Tokyo Ghoul. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. Tell me your ideas in the comments. What do you think is going to happen in this arc? What do you think is going to happen? Also, one thing. If Tokyo Ghoul I was just thinking about this. This is just a question. I'll probably bring it up in my manga review for Tokyo Ghoul, part 1. But if it's a possibility, do you want a season of or would you rather they remake Tokyo Ghoul part 1? And would you rather have a different studio do it? I'm not going to share my opinion. I probably will in the manga review, but that's just a question for you guys to think for right now. Anyway, you guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.